Hello friends, welcome back to our YouTube channel Nastin Padasale. So this video will be discussing the answers for GATE Life Sciences paper. So in this video I will be sharing the answers for questions asked under the section Botany. If you have chosen Botany as one of your section, then you can check out your answer along with my answers. Okay, in the upcoming videos I do update videos with regarding to answer key for zoology, biochemistry and microbiology. The first question with reference to virulence region of Nopaline type T1, Ti plasmid of Agrobacterium tumefaciens match the group 1 virgin and group 2 which is coded protein. So group 1 consists of virgin and group 2 is the coded protein. So for this question, if you remember the tabulated column alone, you can answer this question. So this is a simple question. So vir A is involved in the sensor protein. So they are involved in the process of signal transduction where they will sense the compound, that is phenolic, that are released by the wounded plant. And this vir B, okay, so along with the vir D3 region, they are involved in assembling the secretion system. So they create the membrane protein channel for the exporting of tDNA. And this vir E is involved in is nothing but a single standard tDNA binding protein. So they coat a single standard tDNA and they are involved in protecting that tDNA. And next this with D, which is acting as a topoisomerase. So correct options are P4, Q3, R1 and S2. Next question, match the group 1 which consists of plant disease and group 2 which consists of casual organisms and group 3 affected plant. So please check with my answers. So kernel bunt is caused by this Neovassia indica and the affected plant is wheat. And ergot is a disease which is caused by this Purpurea species, and this particular disease affects the replant. And this late blight disease is caused by your Phytophthora infestans and it affects the potato, right? Late blight disease in potato. And next thing is the powdery mildew which is caused by this Bulmeria gramineus and the affected plant is barley plant. So you can check with the answers. Next question, anomalous secondary growth is observed in which of the following plant? So before applying for this question, you should know what is meant by this anomalous secondary growth. This doesn't mean this anomaly secondary growth does not follow a normal process of secondary growth. They do not follow a singular vascular cambium. So in normal secondary growth tissue and all, the vascular cambium will consist of xylem inside and your phloem will be outside. Whereas plants with this anomalous secondary growth will be having a opposite thing. Okay, so which of the following plant is following this anomalous secondary growth? So even if you research this anomalous secondary growth, then there are many papers saying this Dracena is a plant that is observed to be follow this anomalous secondary growth. That is, they don't have this normal type of secondary growth, and instead of the normal type of secondary growth, they have this anomalous secondary growth. And which of the following is or a part of marine ecosystem? So this is a MSQ type of question. If you had given a correct answer, you will be given 2 marks. Or else if you are given a wrong answer, you won't, there is no negative mark, which means they won't reduce the mark for giving wrong answer. Both the MSQ type of question and NET type of question. So the answers are estuaries, open ocean and deep sea. This chaparral is not belong to the marine ecosystem. They are belong to a other vegetation which consists of scrub and bushes. This marine ecosystem is nothing but its aquatic environment which consists of high level of dissolved salt. And this consists of your open ocean, deep ocean and coastal region. And estuaries also will come under this case because estuaries is nothing but is the area and coastal division where your fresh water from the river will mix with the sea water in the sea. So option number B, that is estuaries, open ocean and deep sea are the answer. Next question, match the group 1 which consists of the selection agent along with the group 2 which consists of gene combination. So there is a tabulated column in biotechnology book by U. Satyanarayana. So you can refer that book for your future references. So sorry. Kanamycin, the gene name is NPT, that is neomycin phosphate transferase. So kanamycin is used for taking a substrate and this neomycin transferase is a antibiotic selectable marker gene. And this hygromycin HPTG. Okay, so HPT signifies hydromycin phosphotransferase, and this phosphinothiosin is used as a substrate for selection for which the antibiotic selective marker is your bar gene, and this mannose, okay, so the mannose is used as a substrate against this when the antibiotic selectable marker called PMI gene. So this PMI is nothing but phosphomannose isomerase. So this PMI is only present in E. coli. So we can easily identify the transgenic plants, because transgenic plants will uptake the bacteria, which is nothing but our gene element. Okay, so your vector. So only transgenic plant alone will utilize this mannose, okay, because normally plant will not use this mannose as the energy source. They generally use this fructose as an energy source. So normal plant or non-transgenic plant won't take this PMI gene, whereas your transgenic plant alone will take this PMI gene and they will convert the mannose into another form, okay. So the next thing is match the secondary metabolite given in group number 1 along with the match the secondary metabolite in group 1 with the type of secondary metabolite. This is again an important thing. So for these things, to answer this question, you no need to have any theoretical concept. You need to simply go through the tabulated columns only. So let me share with you an answer. Mesarine is example for monoterpene, and beta farnese is an example of sesquiterpene, and amyglidine is an. So if any secondary metabolite ending in ILN, it belongs to the cyanogenic glycoside, and your nicotinamide is nothing but alkaloid, and your luteolin is belong to the flavonoid. So answers are P5, Q1, R2, S4 and P3. And the next question is match the following, that is group 1 plant natural product along with the group 2, that is class of plant natural product, and group 3 from which plant they are extracting. Okay, so please check. Rasparin is a type of alkaloid that is isolated from the Serpentina plant, and resveratrol is a plant called still bean. It's a type of still bean type of secondary metabolite, and it is present in the Vitius vinifera, which is nothing but grape. Okay, and this picrocrocin is a plant natural product. Okay, it belongs to a class called monoterpene glycoside, and it is isolated from this Crocus sativus. Okay, and last is linamarin, is a type of the cyanogenic glycoside, and it is isolated from a plant called Manihot exculenta. Okay, so this Manihot exculenta is nothing but cassava, that is tapioca. Next thing is a type of MSQ type of question, friends. Which of the following plant disease is caused by bacteria? So this is the easiest question. So let me share the answer. So first thing, apple scab. No, apple scab is not a disease caused by bacteria. It is caused by your fungus. Okay, so generally this apple scab will affect the Rosaceae family. And the citrus canker, yes, the citrus canker is a bacterial disease which is caused by Xanthomonas citrae, and it is causing a disease in your lime plants, orange plants and grape plants. Next is this leaf curl of papaya. It's caused by a virus belonging to family called Gemini viridae. So it is caused by virus, and the transmitting agent is your whitefly. So angular leaf spot in cotton is caused by bacterial disease. So it generally called as a bacterial blight, which is caused by Xanthomonas citrae. So option number B, that is citrus canker and angular leaf spot disease in cotton are the correct answer. Next thing, phylogenetic system of classification are produced by which of the following scientists? So phylogenetic system of classification is nothing but is based on evolutionary ancestry, and it is given by your John Hutchinson and your Engler and Parental. Whereas this Bentham Hook, who is a scientist or the scientists who are involved in designing natural system of classification. They are the ones who have divided plants into flowering plants and non-flowering plants. Whereas this Carolus Linnaeus is involved in determining the binomial nomenclature. He is not a person who is involved in determining or giving out this phylogenetic system of classification. Next thing, mark the correct match between. So every year this one question will be asked, friends. So with respect to mutualism, neither is affected by association with another. So next is allopathy. This allopathy is nothing but the correct answer for this particular thing is that direct inhibition of one species by another species by using a toxic compound. This toxic compound is named as aleochemicals. Okay, amenzolism is nothing but is a process where one organism will be getting hurt. So answer is amenzolism is one is inhibited, another organism is not affected. So example of this amenzolism is penicillin killing your bacteria, and the mutualism is that both organisms will be benefited. So the correct option is mutualism. Neither can survive under natural condition without another. Without one another, anything cannot be survived. So the options are P3, Q2, R4 and S1. Next, which of the following match is correct? Again, it is a MSQ type of question. So, the correct option are first option. So, surface fiber is produced by cotton, yes, okay, and the organism which is involved in producing is Gossypium hirsutum. Whereas this drying oil is again a example of the safflower oil, and this drying oil is being, they said it is produced by Helianthus anthus. No, this drying oil is produced by safflower, but it's not produced by this Helianthus. It is produced by other species. Okay, so it is produced by this Caranthus tinctoricus. Okay, and this non-drying side. So what is mean by this drying oil and non-drying oil means non-drying oil will not form any layer when it come to contact with air. So example of this non-drying oil or your groundnut oil, castor oil. Okay, so this non-drying oil is castor oil is example, and this castor oil is produced by Ricinus communis. Okay, so in 12th standard and 10th standard book you can find the answer. And this drying oil, yes, they do form a contact when it's come with an air, and the example of this particular thing is your safflower oil, which is not produced by this Helianthus anthus. So Helianthus anthus is a sunflower. And this blast fiber, yes, flaxseed, but this flaxseed is not produced by Corchorus capsularis, because this Corchorus capsularis is not involved in producing flaxseed, because this Corchorus capsularis is a scientific name of the plant which produces the jute fiber. So the correct options are option number A, that is surface fiber, and option number C, that is non-drying oil. Next thing, in angiosperm, normal exaxylem occurs in which part of the plant? So you should know there are two types of xylem. One is exarch and another one is endarch. Exarch means your protoxylem will be towards the periphery, and your phloem and your another thing will be towards the center, whereas endarch it is completely opposite. If with respect to angiosperm, this endoxylem will be take place only in the dicot root. Okay, so it is a MCQ type of question. The correct option is dicot root. Okay, so the next thing, which of the following plant is or a phanerogamic parasite? So before answering this question, you should know what is mean by this phanerogamic parasite. So it's nothing but plant which produce. So these plant are nothing but plant is called as phanerogamic parasite because they derive the nutrient from the another plant by parasiting that particular plant. So except this Osmium santum, which is a normal tulasi plant, except with this all other plants like Cascata reflexia, the Cerunia and Santalum album, all these plants are generally involved to acting as a phanerogamic parasite. So they generally depend on other plant. By parasiting that plant, they will extract the nutrient. Next thing is again a easiest question they had been asked under the topic called ABC model of flowering. Okay, so if even though you don't know all the mechanism of ABC model, at least you should know what is the mutation. So they are asking the mutant, due to particular mutant there is a defective flower with altered floral organ identity and pattern. Okay, so in that mutant 4 floral organs, so there should be sepal, petal, carpel and stamen, but instead of due to that mutation the plant is having sepal and carpel, there is no petal or stamen. So which of the mutant is responsible? So the class B gene, the mutation in class B gene will lead to producing such a kind of mutant. Okay, so in the next video we'll be discussing the answers for biochemistry question.